All right, here now to fact check the first day of Donald Trump's second impeachment trial. Our favorite friendly fact checker, NBCNews.com political reporter Jane Time. So, Jane, the debate today really centering around the constitutionality of trying a president for impeachment after leaving office. Democrats and Republicans clearly have very different takes here. So separate the fact from the fiction for us, if you will.
You know, there's absolutely precedent, as Professor Amara just gave us a history lesson about William Belknap in 1876 being impeached after he had left office or left his cabinet post. There was absolutely precedent, but it's important to say that there absolutely is now precedent of a president being impeached and tried after leaving office because of today's vote. It's worth noting that before today, there were valid arguments on either side of the legal argument about whether a president could be impeached after leaving office. But the Trump team actually seemed to struggle to cite those valid arguments. They, in their final legal brief they released this week, they relentlessly quoted Michigan law's Brian Kalt, but they often misquoted him or misattributed him. In his words, it ranged from sloppy to disingenuous, just quite simply not appropriately quoting him. And he said, look, we actually had some arguments as to why this wasn't a constitutional process, but they didn't quote those arguments.
Yeah, it was so interesting, his tweets today, Jane, just saying, but basically that's not what I was saying, and that they were taking his arguments out of context. Today, Trump lawyer David Schoen claimed that the Democrats denied Trump due process by delaying delivering the impeachment article to the Senate. Take a listen.
The House leadership unilaterally and by choice waited another 12 days to deliver the article to this Senate to begin the trial process. In other words, the House leadership spent more time holding the adopted article than it did on the whole process leading up to the adoption of the article. That intentional delay, designed to avoid having the trial begin while Mr. Trump was still president, led to yet another egregious denial of due process.
So Jane, separate the fact from the fiction on this one.
Yeah, I watched this back several times because I couldn't really get exactly what they were getting at, because at times they argued that the trial was either the impeachment was too fast or the impeachment was too slow. But basically everything they said denied Donald Trump of due process. But what's interesting is they're completely omitting that Republicans were the ones who did not want an immediate impeachment trial in the Senate. Mitch McConnell said he would not schedule it immediately when he controlled the Senate back when he was impeached before the inauguration. And he repeatedly pushed back and said Donald Trump needs more time to prepare for his trial. By all accounts, Mitch McConnell is the reason we didn't have this trial sooner. He is the reason we are having it now, and not the reason that we had to, that wasn't giving him due process. It's disingenuous, and it omits some really big parts of the last 2 months of our lives here.
All right, Jane Time, I feel like this is a prelude to all the fact-checking yet to come. We look forward to talking with you throughout the rest of the week.
I'll see you soon.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.